So I want to talk about ideas for a second here, because I was trying to piece together, right, the general through line of the central characters of given episodes so far. And I don't think I'm there. Someone smarter than me has probably already pieced this together, slash has already seen the whole show, so they were working with all the pieces of the puzzle, to be fair. I was looking at characters like Utena herself, who her whole deal is that she was so fascinated by this prince who helped her once upon a time that she committed to becoming a prince herself, but also still, hopes to find the prince again, perhaps even for more. Characters like Mickey, who appears to be obsessed with precision, his stupid little stopwatch thing, but is also the most drawn to characters like Anthe and his sister, who introduce complete chaos into his life by virtue of their imprecision. And I'm wondering if I can find other complete opposite parallels from a character's stated ideals and beliefs versus their actual actions, and how they inform their decisions as characters in future episodes, right? I'm not sure if this is making sense, what I'm saying. Basically, I feel like this show, beyond just having, for lack of a better term, a girl power message, I don't know, is actually trying to say something more about stated norms and expectations. And I am hoping I can get to a point of understanding what they are trying to say, right? I don't know, I just wanted to give you an update on my thought process, because this show is a little bit heavily focused on the symbolism, indirect symbolism, and if I don't take this kind of time to talk about where my brain is going with the show, I don't think during the episode I'd ever spew these thoughts out, just because it's not direct in the show. I don't know if I'll have good answers by the time I'm done watching this even. Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of Revolutionary Girl Utena episode 21, Vermin, and press play when I press play when the timer reaches 0. My biggest wrinkle in my thought processes is Anthe herself, because I still don't have a good, clearly by intention to be clear, a good grasp on her character. You're definitely not supposed to have a good grasp on her character because of just how little they give you. And I'm starting with, as far as we are into the show, to have the suspicion that even by the end of this show, we won't have a good grasp on her character. I'm a little worried, right? Especially this upcoming Rose bit here. Honestly, I'm a little scared that Anthe's gonna die at the end of this show. Before we can even really get that grasp on her character, which might have its own symbolism. I guess the flower thing, too, is I'm feeling kind of the same way as Apothecary Diaries. Those feelings that it's giving me right now. I'm watching Apothecary Diaries right now for the people who are unaware, reacting to it on Patreon. where they use flowers for symbolism a lot, and I feel like this show's doing the same, but my knowledge of the meaning of different flowers is so lacking that I'm without someone explaining it to me, I'm never gonna get it. I mean, I actually agree with that. Actually, she's not the best employer, which yeah, I'll call her an employer, but by the way, why do you have a floating rose next to you, Miss Nanami? Oh. I mean, yeah, she's pretty great. Okay. I will say I feel the exact same way with this show as I did when I watched Review Starlight. Is fuck, I am just not smart enough for this. I like it, but brain hurty. Uh, I will say the whole brother sister thing in this show is definitely not my favorite. And that's a take I want to stay surface level. Because I don't want to consider it too much further. Okay. The girls who follow Nanami around are getting the proper focus. You know, honestly, these might be the characters I identify with most in this show. Actually. No. Ugh. Nothing, right? Yeah. Aw. I actually feel the pain. Now, this part I can't identify with you on. What? Wait, what are you staring? Wait. I thought she was just like flabbergasted to see him, but it just looks like she's staring at his chest. Like, damn, bro, been lifting. 636. 3, 2, 1, go. Like I want to be a main character so very bad. Maybe if I take off my clothes. Is it that kind of anime? Maybe that's all the watch is. It's like the amount of time into a conversation before someone says something stupid. Up, 2 seconds. That's all it took. 704. 3, 2, and go. I honestly, I don't think it's specifically that, but it's some pattern to when he does that. But you didn't have anything to add to this. New favorite character. Meow meow meow. He's just like, I had nothing to add, but I'm gonna give it twice. 736. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, Anthony! She like, yep, you got it. Yep, yep. I do not need your support for this one, girl. 743. 3, 2, 1, go. No, there's that. I thought she. I thought she was just taking sides. Okay then. My, I should have watched this show first. I would have known. Would have given me a heads up in ReZero. Uh, is it just a telescope here? It doesn't look like one. Uh, I don't feel like that was necessary, though, because she takes the Rose Bride stuff so seriously beyond whether or not it would be nice if she cared more about Utena as a person, which I do think she has developed that care, but I still don't think it's the primary motivator. White Rose. Ah. Are you being like, is it my moment? And she's gonna think about this for like a solid 2 minutes. Where did he go? Oh dear. Oh no, Nanami. Wait. What? Wait. You're about to like do whatever the equivalent of firing you would be. Okay, okay. When the Rose thing happened, I was thinking it was gonna be Nanami who got Black Rosed, and I was baffled. I want to keep liking you, Nanami, but you're making it hard. Be like, girl, you were wearing a cowbell for a whole week. What? Okay, I might. Yeah, let's go stab some ladies. Yeah. Revolutionize this shit. I don't think any other character that's ridden this elevator has more invested me in what they're trying to do. Just by virtue of I feel the worst for this girl compared to literally anybody else. Ooh, Shadow Girl time, right? Just once I want her not to see that, like she just goes home, she's in a rush. If anything, I'd love to see an analysis on the Shadow Girls and their association with the story. Because I no longer think that they're actually characters. Like, at most, they might be an amalgamation of the thoughts of several characters. Look, if there's any symbolism for the stairs, I'm never gonna give it I'm never gonna give it the time of day. Everything else I will try and analyze on a deeper level to the best of my capability. Not these stairs. These stairs don't deserve it. These are too funny. Transform! Two things! Fuck yeah. This is the only bit I actually don't like about this sequence is the end bit where she looks on, nonplussed. Like, there's been a few times where she's been surprised by who's up there and she just has such a delayed response to it. It's kind of annoying. This time she wouldn't care, obviously, because she doesn't really have a relationship with her. God damn, this is another winning outfit. You and Wakaba. Utena's like, I wasn't up on this one at all. Like, what's your name again? Yeah, in fact, this is actually better than Wakaba's outfit, because, like, I don't know if it's the hair that ties it together a little bit better. Yes, like, you're not in this episode. Probably. I mean, like, not only, like, I don't think that the sword grants you all of their capabilities based on how big of an ass whooping Utena's been giving the extras this last few episodes. But you're not even up to their stuff, comparatively. Did you have to so perfectly fall in the outline? Can you keep the outfit? Possibly? Well, this is creepy. Right. Yeah, me neither. I don't think that's what she was talking about not getting. I'm not gonna remember either, but yeah. That is a very toxic attitude in general, and we need to examine that, Anthe. Weirdly enough, yeah, it's her and Jury are the two I've felt the most for, so I've been the most invested in their actual character arcs. There's a few of these that have been black rosed. I'm like, well, that does suck, obviously, but eh. I feel like this show, by the time I'm fully on board with it, it's gonna be over. Is it's kind of been one step forward, two steps back with a bunch of the characters, because it's not really clearly at this point the kind of show that really hits a stride. They're clearly just gonna keep moving, so I'm never gonna be like, oh, here's exactly what I like about this show. And it'll be too late. Not in a bad way necessarily, but it is an attitude I'm starting to develop. Next time.